South Sudan, Darfur Conflict Authority launched investigation into crimes. Sudan has launched an investigation into crimes committed in the Darfur region under former President Omar al-Bashir. The state prosecutor says a trial could take place outside the country. Datlsi al-Ebel said 10 years ago, the International Criminal Court issued an arrest warrant for Bashir on charges of genocide, war crimes, and crimes against humanity. The conflict between rebels and pro-government militants began in 2003. The UN says 300,000 people died. After more than 30 years in power, Bashir was outside early this year following mass protests. The country is now run by a transitional government composed of military rulers and well-as members of the protest movement. Ivory Coast international arrest warrant against Guillaume Soro, prosecuted for attempting to destabilize and embezzle public funds. Guillaume Soro is the subject of an international arrest warrant in his country. The former rebel leader and president of the National Assembly has to postpone his return to Abidjan. He did not return home on Monday, December 23, as originally planned. According to his entourage quoted by the media, Guillaume Soro's plan from Paris radar landed in Accra in neighboring Ghana for reasons of security. At last minute, change that comes from the international arrest warrant issued by the Ivorian authorities against the former rebel leader and president of the National Assembly accused of attempting to destabilize and embezzle public funds. He was prevented from returning to his country, where he was to take his place in the electoral process, said his advisor Alain Lobognon during a press conference. But according to a source close to the Ivorian presidency, it was at the request of Guillaume Soro that his plane diverted to Accra to avoid an arrest on arrival. Guinea opposition want to boycott and prevent the February legislative election. The announcement of the boycott of the legislatives comes while the challenge against the intention attributed to President Condé to run for a third-term mandate does not weaken in this small country of 13 million inhabitants of West Africa. Poor despite significant mineral resources, on December 19, the head of state elected in 2010 and re-elected in 2015 released a draft new constitutional which submitted to the Ghanaian people on specified date. The Ghanaian opposition immediately shouted for a constitutional coup and confirmed their call to protest massively on Thursday, December 26. The maneuver lent to the Ghanaian president has provoked demonstrations for 2 months, which gathered in Conakry and the provinces stand even hundreds of thousands of Guineans opposed to this project. The protest, which was severely repressed on several occasions, resulted in the deaths of at least 20 civilians and a gendarme. Hundreds of people have been arrested. Human rights defenders denounce the exercise, use of force, arbitrary arrest, and the impunity of the security forces. General Kayid Saleh, Chief of State of the Algerian Army, has died. Algerian Army Chief of State General Ahmed Kayid Saleh died of rat disease, according to BBC correspondent in Algiers, Mohamed Azeki Hima. General Kayid Saleh, supervisor of the transition after Bouteflika resignation last April, received the Order of Merit medals last week from President Abdelmadjid Tebboune. The deceased general is replaced by General Saïd Chihinga, Chief of the Land Staff, according to announcement made by the Algerian presidency. Despite the election of Abdelmadjid Tebboune as President of the Republic, the Algerians continue to demand the withdrawal of the army from public life, but also the departure of the entire ruling elite. Rwanda. NAIB call on farmers to embrace affordable post-harvest technique. Rwanda Agriculture's Export Development Board has advised small-scale local farmers in horticulture to embrace affordable techniques to curb post-harvest losses. The call comes as the 2017 assessment revealed that post-harvest losses in fruit and vegetable farming were estimated at 40%. The joint assessment was done by the University of Rwanda, Rwanda Agriculture Board, and National Agriculture Experts. They have advised farmers, especially those that work has a small scale to embrace available affordable technologies as a way of reducing apparent post-harvest losses. Vincent Gassira, cold chain specialist in NAEP, told the New Rwanda Times on 23 of Monday cold rooms cannot be affordable to everyone because of the high cost involved, especially the electricity cost. But he said there are prevention facilities that use solar energy, charcoal cool room, and zero energy cool chamber that are efficient and more affordable.